The moment the door clicked shut behind me, I froze. The soft click echoed louder than it should have. My mom's friend, Mrs. Carter, turned slowly, her kind but unreadable smile stretching across her face. "Perfect timing, as always," she said, her tone strangely calm. For a second, I didn't know if I should laugh or run. I'd come straight from school, still in my uniform, my backpack slung over one shoulder. Mom had called me earlier, saying she needed me to drop something off at her friend's house, an envelope, nothing big. Mrs. Carter lived just a few streets away, in one of those tidy old houses that always smelled like cinnamon and wood polish. When I arrived, the living room was warm and dimly lit, sunlight streaming through lace curtains. The place looked peaceful. Until she locked the door. I swallowed hard. Mom said to give you this," I mumbled, holding out the envelope. She didn't take it right away. Instead, she walked closer, slowly, her eyes never leaving mine. Then she smiled again, softer this time. "You really do look just like her." I blinked. "Like who?" "Your mother," she said, voice almost breaking. "Especially when you're nervous." I relaxed a little. Mrs. Carter had always been a little dramatic, but kind. She and Mom had been friends for years, back when they were both nurses. They'd gone through things together I only ever heard about in half-stories, long night shifts, emergency calls, even losing patients. But as I handed her the envelope, she didn't open it. She set it aside and motioned to the kitchen. "Tea?" I hesitated. "I really should go. I've got homework." "Just 5 minutes," she said. "Please." Something in her voice made me stay. The kitchen smelled like chamomile and something faintly burnt. Mrs. Carter poured 2 cups of tea with slightly shaking hands. I noticed the bandage on her wrist. "Are you okay?" I asked quietly. She looked down. "It's been a hard week." Then, after a pause, "Do you know what day it is today?" I frowned. "Thursday?" She laughed softly, but there were tears in her eyes. "Yes. Thursday. The 29th of October. It's the day your mom and I lost someone." She set her cup down gently. "His name was Daniel. A boy about your age. We worked at the same hospital when it happened. We did everything we could, but," she stopped, inhaling shakily. I felt something twist in my chest. "I'm sorry," I whispered. She nodded. "I still see his mother sometimes. Every year, on this day, I light a candle. But this year, I couldn't bring myself to." That's when I finally understood. The locked door wasn't about trapping me. It was about not wanting to be alone. We sat in silence for a while. The clock ticked softly. Then, out of nowhere, she asked, "Do you ever wonder how your mom became so calm under pressure?" I smiled faintly. "All the time." "She wasn't always," Mrs. Carter said. "After Daniel's accident, she wanted to quit nursing. She blamed. Did too. But one night, she came to my house with a candle and said, 'We can't stop pain from happening, but we can choose not to let it end with us.'" Her eyes glistened. That's when she started organizing those donation drives, volunteering, helping other kids. That's who your mother became, because of him. I sat there quietly, realizing this was more than a story. It was history. My mom's heart came from heartbreak. Then Mrs. Carter reached for the envelope. She opened it carefully, her hands trembling. Inside was a simple card with a handwritten note. I recognized my mom's handwriting instantly. "For Daniel. For you. For every light that keeps shining." Mrs. Carter pressed it to her chest, tears spilling over. "She never forgets," she whispered. "Not 1 year." Then she looked at me and smiled, the same soft smile that had scared me minutes earlier. That's why I said, perfect timing. I didn't think I could face today alone, but somehow, your mother sent you. Something warm spread through me, something I couldn't quite explain. I got up, went to the counter, and found a small candle sitting there, half burnt. Can we light it together? I asked. Her eyes widened. I'd like that very much. So we did. The little flame flickered between us, golden and steady. And in that moment, the silence didn't feel heavy anymore, it felt sacred. When I finally left, she unlocked the door, laughing a little at how strange it must have looked earlier. As I stepped outside, the evening air felt cool and alive. I turned back, and through the window, I could see her standing by the candle, her face calm, glowing in its light. On the walk home, I thought about what she said. How one act of kindness, one visit, one candle, one reminder, could ripple across years and hearts. And maybe that's what real compassion is. Not fixing everything, but showing up at the perfect time, even when you don't understand why. That night, I told Mom everything. She smiled, eyes shining. She needed you today, she said softly. And maybe, you needed her too. Then she hugged me close, whispering, that's what friends are for, reminding us that kindness doesn't fade. It finds its way back, right when it's needed most. End message. Sometimes the most meaningful moments happen when we think we're just running an errand. Because kindness has perfect timing, it shows up exactly when someone needs it most.